Hi guys, welcome to a number of videos that we're making going through some sports taping techniques for sports trainers and up and coming physio students. So firstly, we'd like to thank our sponsors, MaxiPass Sport, thanks a lot, couldn't do without your support, and of course Adelaide Sports and Ortho Physio. We're also lucky enough to have Alice Gregory coming to help, so thanks Alice. Alice is a current Adelaide Uni rugby player and plays for the Adelaide Uni Roamers in the Sevens comp, and is also an Aussie development squad player. So thanks for coming to help out. Today we're going to start off by going through an elbow tape. We're going to cover both the UCL and just doing a basic hyperextension tape. So yeah, keep watching through to the end, there'll be a couple of gems at the end. I'm going to do a little bit more of a tape for UCL, and you can also add it with the extension blocking tape as well. So again, we're going to apply our anchors. So again, you don't have to go all the way around the arm. So going both ways. You can lock that off later. Okay, so doing it in slight flexion there. So the first strap we're going to do around that way. Okay. The second strap we're going to do coming around this way. Okay, and then we're going to do that a couple of times over. Again, looking for about that kind of 50% crossover of the tape. And of course, just trying to make sure that we cross the area that we want to protect. Which, when it goes into a little bit more extension, that will protect that. Trying to keep it nice and wrinkle free. Okay, so there we go. So it's coming right round towards the olecranon on there. Okay, and then we proceed to lock that off. Again, don't have to go all the way around to lock off. We rip around to there. Then around there. Okay, and then we can lock off here. With a strip either way. Okay, and then we're going to go over and we're going to overwrap that with the EAB just to give it a little bit more support and just to help hold it in position. So using the EAB, we're just going to basically follow the same lines that we had before. Okay, apply a little bit of tension as you're going over the joint, and then relaxing off the tension as you come up. And we're just going to do 2 or 3 layers of that. Oh, get rid of those nasty creases. And locking it off around the top. Not trying to go too high. And then coming back down around there, like so. There we go, and then we'll just snip that. Again, trying to make sure we're not ending the tape on the inside, and then we can just lock it off again on the outside there. No pressure for the lock, just placing it over top, and again up around the top there. So just placing it over top to help hold it in position. There you go. So it shouldn't block movement too much, but give plenty of support to that medial there, the ulnar collateral ligament. So taping the elbow here for an extension injury, what you can do following a dislocation if someone's coming back from that. So you get your anchors going on. You want to make sure you don't go too high or too low on either. Now with your anchors, you don't actually need to have it going all the way around the back. You can just have it going partially around, and then we're going to do the crisscross pattern either way. It's coming up and across there. Now depending on whether you're using 38mm tape or 50mm tape can determine how many you're going to do. We're just using the 38mm tape on Alice here. And again, looking to get around about that 50% kind of coverage of the tape. And just doing 2 or 3. Nice and neatly there. Okay, so as you can see, pretty even crossover there, covering most of the anterior part of the joint, and you can do it in slightly more flexion if you want to block it a little bit more, or you can do it right at the end of range of extension, and then of course you're going to block it off. So I'll do one loop, not going all the way around the elbow, and then lock it off again, and so we're not going all the way around the circumference of the elbow, and then I'll just put a little lock off just around that back half, and then the same up here, just around the back half. Okay, alright, and then we're going to go and we're going to use the elastic to overwrap that so that it's nice and strong. Okay, so it doesn't really matter at what point you start, but you're essentially just going to follow up and along those lines. So come again 2 or 3 layers of this, depending on whether you're using 50mm or 75mm EAB. A little bit of tension as you're coming up and around, and then just locking off at the top, come back and around, a little bit of tension as you're crossing the front of the elbow, and then always try and finish towards the outside with the tape. So we'll just give that a little bit of a snip. There we go, and then one layer of loosely locking it off with tape. You can do that at the top and the bottom, so there's no tension for that overlayer. Try and finish on the outside. There you go. So should block it a little bit there and shouldn't limit too much that way.